Welcome to Royal Secrets. Before their first portrait with King Charles since the passing of the Queen, Meghan, and Harry appear somber. At the bottom of the stairs inside Buckingham Palace, the couple could be seen standing. Prior to making their first appearance with King Charles III following the Queen's passing, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were spotted wearing somber expressions. At the service of Thanksgiving during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee weekend, the couple was last spotted with the King. In Buckingham Palace, King Charles was spotted waiting for his mother's casket while standing with his head bent. Members of the King's Guard were waiting outside Buckingham Palace for the Queen's hearse, while Harry and Meghan were standing several feet behind the new monarch wearing black. Last night, as the Queen Elizabeth II's body arrived at Buckingham Palace, large throngs stood outside in the pouring rain. On Tuesday night, tens of thousands of people were able to see the casket pass by as it moved slowly through the streets of London in a hearse that had been carefully lit. While the Queen's coffin was being transferred from RAF Northolt, Harry and Meghan allegedly travelled from Windsor Castle to join other royals to the Queen's London residence. Queen Elizabeth II passed away at the age of 96 on September 8 at Balmoral Castle. From now until the day of the Queen's funeral on Monday, her coffin will lie in state in Westminster Hall. The former monarch, who just marked her Platinum Jubilee, will lie in state on a high platform in a closed casket, much like the Queen Mother did in 2002. At first, 40,000 visitors were predicted to show up daily to pay their respects. However, Whitehall officials in charge of the vigil's arrangements have since predicted that more than 750,000 people may want to go. Tories in Westminster Hall could wait up to 30 hours to see the Queen, according to Michelle Donnellan, the Culture Secretary. Unprecedented demand, according to her, is anticipated. People can visit the Palace of Westminster in London and line up for a 24-hour period starting on Wednesday at 5 o'clock if they want to pay their respects to Britain's longest-reigning monarch. They can view the Queen's coffin until 6:30 a.m. on September 19, just hours before Her Majesty's funeral. Miles of lineups have been anticipated and infrastructure has been set up. Private security personnel, stewards wearing high-visibility vests, and Metropolitan Police officers will be stationed along the route starting at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Prince Harry said he will be forever grateful to the former Queen in a homage to his grandmother, the Queen, on Monday. In a message posted to the Archewell website, Prince Harry said, "We are all reminded of the guiding compass she was to so many in her commitment to service and duty, in commemorating the life of my grandmother, Her Majesty the Queen, and in mourning her passing. She was revered and admired everywhere. Her permanent legacy is her unchanging grace and dignity, true throughout her life. We should all remember the words she uttered following the death of her husband, Prince Philip," he continued, saying, "Life, of course, comprises of final partings as well as first meetings. Granny, although our last separation makes us very sad, I will always be grateful for all of our first encounters, from my earliest childhood memories with you to the first time I met you as my commander-in-chief to the first time you hugged your cherished great-grandchildren. I value the times we've spent together and the many other memorable moments between," Princess Anne, inconsolable, follows the Queen's casket on the historic trip to Westminster. Princess Anne, the Queen's daughter, was present when the monarch passed away on Thursday in Balmoral in Scotland. The late monarch's coffin has once more been joined by the Princess Royal for the march from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall, where she will lie in state. With her brothers King Charles III, the Earl of Wessex, Prince Andrew, and brothers Prince Harry and Prince William, Princess Anne walked behind the oak coffin of her mother with a solemn expression. Along with the Duke of Gloucester and the Earl of Snowdon, Anne's son Peter Phillips and her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence are also participating in the parade.